Alright guys, I have some babies here I want to show you guys because you haven't seen them in a while. And of course this is Mr. Carter. Let me take his passy out for you guys to see. And he is my albino baby, but he is very newborn. And I got this little sleeper for him at Once Upon a Child recently. It's just plain, but it got colorful buttons, and so I love him in white. So whoop, there it is. So anyway, so I got him out for you guys to see. That's Mr. Carter, and then I have my Yasmin, and I love my Yasmin. That's my Yasmin, and she got on her little sleeper. Her little onesie, and her little booties that Marlon sent her. And then we got my Remy. Remy has such beautiful little hair. I just love her hair. I don't know if you guys can see the back or whatever, but anyway, it's just beautiful. But yeah, so we have my Remy, and they're wearing their bibs because mommy see they're little babies, and we don't know if they might spit up or something. So and a little drooling, so we put them on a bib. But yeah, this little girl, she's stretched out over here, so she's not dressed for the occasion. But then we have my little India, which is the Emil Scout. And so this is her. And it's a little closer up to her. And she got a little powder on her mouth because I called myself putting a passy in there, but then I didn't like the way it looked. Now, she normally wear preemie size clothes. We all know that. But mommy wanted to try to be a little smarty pants. And so I went and I bought 5 to 8 month newborn onesies. And I thought I would put her on one of these onesies. And so she kind of filled them out a little bit, but it's really baggy on her. I mean, it fits up in this part. This is a little longer in the down here than what it need to be. So, but yeah, and her little hands are in the midst. And so that is my little girl, and that little one is over there playing in the bouncer. But you guys can't see her that good because it's kind of dark. The lighting is dark over there, and I don't have my flash on. But these are the main babies that I wanted you guys to see. A lot of people I had told that I would show Carter more often. He's always in the room, and he's just, I don't know. I just don't normally video Carter, but Carter has some people that really love him, especially on Facebook. So I said I gotta get him out in videos more often because he has a lot of little clothes and stuff. So I don't know why I just don't show him that much. He's a very special baby to me. But definitely these little ones. So really quick, I wanted to talk about one little thing. And this is just general for a lot of people that are new in the community or just starting out collecting. And I always say, do your research, check references and everything. But at the same time, when you're spending your money, you also need to make sure you ask all the things that matter the most to you. You need to ask those questions directly to that artist, because shall anything go wrong or not the way that you expect it to be, or something is not like how you thought it would be or you like, then you know what? You're going to need to have addressed that with the artist so that you can be able to say, well, I asked you this and you said blah, blah, blah. And that way your communication line is clear. There can never be a third party that's going to say, you can't come to that third party and say, well, I thought you said this, that, and the other, and the third, because they're not the artist. So I don't mind you guys coming and asking me questions about my babies and my experience with different artists and different babies and what I think of the baby and the work and the craft. I don't mind. I'm not going to like pick flaws. I'm not gonna pick every little flaw out on my babies, and I'm not gonna, tear down artists. But I will tell you if it's something that I least like about them or I most like about them. And I think I'm pretty honest and straightforward, and the artists that I work with know how I am. So I don't sugarcoat anything. Like, I can go, like I said, I feel like I have very, very great babies in my collection at this point. But each one of them might have something that I would have done differently. Maybe not with the artist, maybe just with the sculpt. I mean, it just depends. But when you go to doing that, you need to also compare apples to apples. I can't compare a $2,000 baby to a $600 baby. I can't compare a $300 baby to a $900 baby. I gotta compare in that price range. What could I get for that price range? And then I want the best that I can get for that dollar. So let's start with Carter. Carter is a special, unique baby, and honestly, his painting is gorgeous. The sculpt itself, and the reason why you never see his feet out or he's always got on socks is because his feet are this small and his hands are so little. Like, I don't know how to make you be able to see. They're very, very realistic and very, very detailed. This sculpt is very, very detailed and very, very realistic. However, I think his hands and feet are too small for his sculpt. But, I just dress him accordingly. And then, or I put him on hand mitts or whatever. But then his legs is also really, really bent. So I normally have, if you notice, I always have him like laying to a side angle or something like that because his legs will go out like that. So, but, I love this baby. And, everybody have their preference and things that they just won't deal with. He is a baby that won't ever go up for sale because I absolutely love this baby. I love the way he's painted. He's a special baby. And, so that's that with him. With Yasmin, I absolutely love her. I love her painted hair. This sculpt, I can honestly say there's not much. Sometimes her hands, fall a little funny, but it's just like a baby, a newborn baby would be. And there's nothing Tina Cooley just makes absolutely wonderful sculpts. I just can't complain. Remy, same thing. Love the sculpt, love her hands, love the way she was painted. Absolutely adore her rooting. I reweighted these two babies, so I can't complain about the weighting because I absolutely love the way I weighted them to feel perfectly like a newborn. She has a little scrunched up face. Some people might not like it. Some people might do. I happen to adore it. She looks like she's startled or something with her little hands sticking out like that. But, I can pose her differently. And, yeah. But, so, I don't know. My Marlin babies is just, like, perfect to me. This was not Carter was not a custom, so I didn't pick out this sculpt. I just fell in love with him. He was a special baby. He was a special baby. And, so yeah. So, the sculpt itself, maybe I might have picked another sculpt, but I doubt it because it is his face that I'm in love with too. So I absolutely love that sculpt, but that's just me. Somebody else might not. I picked this sculpt out. I absolutely love Paris. Paris has everything that I want. I love her. I love the way her hair is that comes down in her face. She has painted hair and rooted hair. And I just wouldn't change anything about Paris. The only thing I'm not crazy about the way her nails are tipped. That would be the only thing, and the only reason the artist painted them that way is because she thought that's how I wanted them. So that was not on the artist, that was on me. So for not, that's one of those things I should have communicated, that I don't care for the real white tips like that. So that was on me. That's one of those things where I say, you know, make sure you address your major things, you know. But at the end of the day, she's a beautiful baby. I mean, I absolutely love her. That's why her not going nowhere, because she's like so realistic. It's just my baby. And let's get to the most popular one that I get the most questions about, and I'm gonna sit down on this one. All right, let's talk about Emma. Emma, as we know, this is India, my India, but she's the Emma Sculpt by Ross Bailey. She is a preemie. She's $650, full body silicone baby, poured in Equiflex 20. She is not machine poured or nothing like that. She's very smooth. She's not rough. Her feet, to me, are cute. She needs to be powdered. There were only like a few things that I would have done a little bit different, but she was not a custom. She was a baby that was already done, you know. So that's kind of different. But yeah, I like her feet. I love the bottom of her feet, actually. The top of her feet, they're a little long. I probably would have had them a little bit shorter, but they are realistically, to me, and they're cute little feet. Look, they're little tiny little baby feet. She's a preemie. Preemies are not going to be completely developed perfectly when they're preemies. And gosh, I gotta get that sock back on. But anyway, hold on one second. All right, so to me, I don't know if I've turned you guys upside down or what, but anyway, to me, her body is very realistic. This is her body, and I'm about to show her girly part. So if you don't want to see, now it's time to turn your head, because it's about to go down. So if you see anything, it's probably leftover powder, but her girly part is really real. Her little belly button is just absolutely gorgeous. She has an outie. Uh-oh, now mommy got to try to put a pamper back on you with one hand. I'm going to get you guys for this, that I've undressed my baby completely for you guys. But anyway, I think she has a very realistic body. Her neck is very smooth. It doesn't even look like it's, you know, that the head is attached on there. But I know that it is, because I know she's not poured in one piece. This is the back of her neck, which her spine, you can see a little bit of a seam there, but it's not that big of a deal, and most of the time you're not going to see it. The thing what people need to realize about silicones is they're not going to be perfect. And look at that, look at that. It should look so cute. Wait, let me see if I can get it. Look at her laying across me like that. Isn't that just so adorable? Her little foot. Oh, look at that. Oh, no. But anyway, yeah, the silicones are not perfect. There's no perfect silicone. I don't know, you know, with her spine is, you don't see a seam. It is not perfect, but I mean, who's looking at their back? Now I don't know if mine is like that and everybody else's own is different, or, you know, or what. That's why I say you need to ask the artist and specific questions. You know, if you've heard something or you saw something that you might have a question on, When you're spending your money, you have the right to ask that artist. And if they don't want to answer your questions, then they don't have the right to have your money. So that is the way I see it as that. Now with Indy, of course, his spine is perfect. Like it's flawless. I mean, you know, but again, silicone babies are not perfect. This is a very well poured, well done baby for $650 for a full body silicone. I mean, you can't get it any better. Usually people pour, they have bubbles and rough and all that. She's very smooth. There's nothing rough about her silicone at all. And I would let you know if it was, but I don't have any issues there. So hopefully this has been a help for you guys. I don't have a flash on because I wanted to give you guys more realistic color than to put a flash on, so that you guys can see my babies and see them in their natural colors. So I hope that this has helped some of you guys. She do have separate toes, and I am not crazy about the paint part on her toes, but like I said, she was a baby that was already done. Hold on. Yeah, so some things I didn't, you know, pick out on her like I did with Indy. I mean, I picked out her hair and stuff like that and whatever. She wasn't like completely completed, but yeah. I just think that she's very worth what she costs. Oh, I didn't show her hands. Her hands it's not that they're not realistic, they're just really, really small. And this is her ball fist. Okay. And so they're not as realistic as Indy's, but I mean, she don't cost what Indy costs either. So I can't, like, again, you can't ask me to compare two totally different babies. And people ask me that all the time, you know, compare it to Indy. I can't, because you're talking about a whole nother price range. This is her little hands, and her fingers are separate here, but like I said, they're a little on the flat side, but not bad. I've left them out. I don't always have them covered up. But like if I was to take her out, I would put her on hand mitts. But I don't take her out because I don't feel comfortable taking her out because she's so small. That's just me. Hold on one second. Yeah. But anyway. But yeah, I don't take her out because she's so small. But I do have her out. I do have people come over, and they do think that she looks very realistic. So that is that. She takes Passy, and I give her small newborn Passy, depending on the nipple. And then I have modified ones. So yeah. So that is that. I hope that this has helped. But at the end of the day, if you're about to purchase a baby and you have specific questions about specific concerns that you have, you need to address the artist, because people have different likings and different preferences and different standards. And what might be okay for me may not be okay for you. And if it's your money, you need to address those issues. You really do. You just really need to address those issues. So, again, that is it. And these are my babies. My babas. And they're my Marlin Sweet Dream babies. And then that little girl over there, she's a Marlin Sweet Dreams baby. Don't mind the TV and stuff. I'm trying to get it set up for my grandpa. So, anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.